Riva del Garda is one of those places where time feels like it moves at two speeds at once. The mountains breathe slowly in the background, while the waterfront buzzes with lively footsteps, boat engines, and the soft rhythm of the lake. Welcome to Riva del Garda, an old town that feels intimate and walkable, wrapped around the water like a story you can read by strolling page by page. This video takes you through the heart of the town, where every turn reveals something historic. Every view opens like a postcard, and every corner has its own atmosphere, from quiet church bells to the bright energy of the harbor. Later in this video, we will also walk along the promenade and the beach. You can always skip to your preferred part via the chapters in the description under this video. Let's begin in the old town, where the streets narrow and the buildings lean in close, inviting you to slow down. Here, the architecture tells a deeper story than you might notice at first glance. You'll see facades that look polished and proud, stone details that suggest centuries of craftsmanship, and little squares that feel made for conversation. As you walk, the Old Town Centre offers that classic northern Italian lake city charm. Elegant, slightly mysterious, and always full of life. You can pause for an espresso, glancing at the lake from a terrace, stopping to admire a boat, a front facade, then continuing on as if every corner is part of a route you already know. One of the best things about this town is how clearly its past sits alongside its present. The old town isn't just a scenic backdrop, it's the living core of Riva. You'll see traditional buildings that reflect the town's historical importance, and the whole area invites you to slow down. This is where the town's identity really shows, because the architecture isn't just decoration, it tells a story. As you stroll through the historic streets, pay attention to the facades. Many buildings have that classic lake town look, stone and warm colors, details around windows and doors, and a style that feels traditional but still elegant. Even if you're not looking at a specific building, the entire area creates a kind of visual rhythm. It's the kind of environment where you can imagine how life here used to revolve around the seasons, the water, and the movement of people arriving by lake. And then, one of the most iconic landmarks appears, Torre Apponale. This tower is like a symbol for Riva del Garda. It's the kind of place your eyes naturally gravitate toward when you're walking around, because it stands out and helps you orient yourself in the town. The tower is not just important because it's pretty, it's important because it represents the historic atmosphere of the area. It's a reminder that Riva has been shaped over centuries, and the architecture still carries that presence in the streets today. The torre is documented as early as the 13th century. It originally served a watch and defensive role over the town and harbour. On the roof is the Anzolim della Tour R, a gilded wind vane. Visitors can climb the tower's stairs, commonly described as 165 steps, for a panoramic view over Riva del Garda and Lake Garda. The height is about 34 meters. Visit can from 10 to 18. Tickets are €2 full price for adults, free admission under 15 years. As we keep moving through the old town, you'll notice something else. Riva is built around key gathering points. Squares, street corners, and small open areas make the town feel connected. It's easy to stop, look around, and realize that this is a place built for walking, built for conversations, for meeting friends, for sitting outside for a while, and for watching the day pass. And you'll feel how Riva grew from a place connected to trade, travel, and the lake itself. This is a town shaped by geography. The water is not just scenery, it's an engine of daily life. Even as you're walking among old stones, you can sense that the lake is the reason people built here, and the reason they kept building. Then you'll reach the port, another highlight that makes Riva feel both historic and alive. The port is the pulse of the lake. This is where boats come and go, where you can watch daily activity unfold, and where the town's connection to the water becomes unmistakable. There's something powerful about standing near the harbor. You can almost feel how the lake has shaped everything around it, from commerce to travel to tourism. The port area gives you that unmistakable Riva del Garda feeling. Boats, reflections, warm air, and the sense that the town is always in motion even when you're standing still. Boat tours are a great way to see northern Lake Garda's towns and coastline from the water. Most options either do short sightseeing cruises with viewpoints and photo stops, or connect multiple places along the lake over half-day/day trips. Here are the main types you'll typically find departing from Riva del Garda, scheduled hop-between ports cruises where you sail between Riva, Torbol, Limone, or Malcesine. These are more about getting around the lake comfortably than one guided itinerary. One notable operator is Navigarda, which lists a daily ticket. You can choose for sightseeing cruises to landmarks like Isola del Garda, Garda Village, Sirmione Castle. Many tours are built around lake highlights, passing islands and cliffs, then sometimes adding time on shore in towns such as Garda or Sirmione. Next, let's talk about the castles and fortified history that surround the region's story. In Riva, castles aren't just distant silhouettes, they're part of the emotional landscape. They suggest protection, resilience, and the strategic importance of this area over time. Even if you don't feel like you're in a fairy tale, the atmosphere can easily become cinematic here. Stone structures perched with intention, views extending outward, and the sense that history is still present in the way the land is shaped and occupied. Rocca di Riva adds drama to the town, and because it reminds you that Riva is more than a holiday town, it's a place with roots. Rocca di Riva is a medieval fortress. It's notably built on an artificial island right by the water, and today it's used as a museum site. Rocca Fortress was originally created for defense of the port and the town's strategic position on the lake. Its location made it ideal for controlling and protecting the harbor and the waters in front of the town. The fortress is associated with construction in the 12th century, often cited around 1124, tied to local defense needs on the lakeshore. At points in the late medieval, early modern period, Venice strengthened or reworked defenses to match the strategic situation. The complex evolved over time. Earlier defensive elements were absorbed and expanded into later fortifications, so the final shape is a combination of phases rather than one single moment in time. Today, the Rocca functions as a major historical monument of Riva del Garda. The Rocca currently hosts MAG, Museo Alto Garda, the Museum of Upper Garda, covering local history and archaeology, and also includes an art section. And of course, the churches. In Riva del Garda, religious buildings add a unique tone to the streets and squares. Churches give the old town its center of gravity. They're quiet landmarks that help you orient yourself emotionally as well as geographically. Their architectural styles bring a sense of continuity, proof that generations lived, worshipped, celebrated, and mourned here. This is also where the atmosphere becomes especially engaging for viewers. You're not just sightseeing, you're experiencing the rhythm of the town. As you move from old streets to the beach, from the harbor to the castle views, from church squares to sunlit promenades, it becomes like a journey through layers of Riva del Garda. It's not one single attraction, it's a blend. History, waterfront life, and mountain drama all tied together by the lake. If you walk from the old town towards the beaches, you pass along this beautiful garden, Giardini all'Italiana di Punta Lido. Further, you have this beautiful balcony with flower pots on it. People take the time here for photos with the lake and mountains as a backdrop. Ponticello dei Lucchetti, often called the Little Bridge of Lovelocks, is a small bridge that you walk over just before you reach the beaches. Couples attach padlocks to the railings as a symbol of lasting love, and the area has become a popular romantic photo spot over the years. Let's make a stroll to the shoreline because this is where Riva del Garda truly becomes unforgettable. The beach area is not one single beach moment, but a whole sequence of experiences spread along the waterfront. Some sections feel relaxed and leisurely, perfect for sunbathing, taking a slow walk along the edge of the water, or simply watching the light shift across the surface of the lake. Other parts feel more active, where you notice more movement, more conversation, and more of that summer energy that makes a lakeside town come alive. If you're interested in our walking tour at Riva del Garda, make sure to check the link in the description. We have a relaxing walk on the lakeside and the beaches of Riva. As you explore the beach, you'll discover that the lakeshore has places within places. There are stretches where the water feels inviting and open, and there are spots that feel a little calmer, as if the lake briefly lowers its voice. Some sections are set up for lounging, others for strolling, and others that seem designed for views, perfect for stopping mid-walk just to look up at the mountains rising above the town. The beauty of Riva del Garda's beach is that it changes with your pace. Walk slowly and it becomes peaceful. Move with energy and it becomes social and vibrant. Lake Garda is one of those places where you look at the water and immediately want to jump in. The lake can be wonderfully clear, so when the sun hits just right, the whole shoreline feels almost unreal. Turquoise near the shallows, deeper blue farther out, and that clean, fresh mountain air plus lake breeze feeling the moment you arrive. And then there are the beaches, real holiday beaches, not just a narrow strip of sand. You've got different styles depending on what you're in the mood for. If you love the classic lakeside vibe, you can relax along the pebble and shoreline areas where the water is often easy to reach. But if you'd rather skip the pebbles entirely, no problem. There's also plenty of green grass close to the water where you can stretch out, lay back, and enjoy the sun without the ouch my feet feeling that pebbles can give. One of the best surprises in Riva del Garda is how much nature supports your comfort. The trees along the waterfront create natural shade, perfect when you want a break from the sun, or when you're staying out for hours and want that sun and shade rhythm. It's the kind of spot where you can bounce between relaxing and exploring without getting overheated. Of course, the atmosphere matters too, and Riva del Garda has it. You'll see families with kids running along the water's edge, couples sharing a slow moment on the shore, groups laughing together, and plenty of travelers who look like they came specifically for the lake. It's lively, but not chaotic, just that friendly vacation energy where everyone seems to be enjoying the same simple things: the view, the breeze, the water, and the vibe. Now, if you're the type who can't sit still for long, Riva is basically a water sports playground. The lake is ideal for all kinds of activities: stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking, wind-powered fun, and more energetic sessions on the water. The best part? You don't have to be an expert. You can watch people glide across the lake, rent gear, and jump into the experience yourself. Even if you only do a short session, it feels like a proper adventure. So whether you're coming for swimming and clear water views, for laid-back sunbathing on grass, for shade under the trees, or for a day packed with water sports and lake moments, Riva del Garda makes it easy to have the kind of holiday day you'll remember. If you're looking for a destination that feels beautiful, refreshing, active, and effortlessly inviting, Riva del Garda at Lake Garda might be exactly what you need. Let the lake breeze take over and go find your perfect spot by the water. In the final moments, you can linger on the overall mood, the lake reflecting the sky, the mountains standing guard, the old town glowing in warm light, and the harbor showing that Riva is still a place of movement and connection. Riva del Garda feels like a cinematic destination even when nothing big is happening, because it has the kind of beauty that happens naturally through the way everything is arranged and the way the day unfolds. So, as this video ends, take one last look at the old town and imagine the countless walks, arrivals, departures, and afternoons that have taken place here over the years. Because Riva del Garda doesn't just look beautiful, it makes you want to stay longer. It makes you want to walk one more street, pause at one more view, and let the lake do what it does best: slow everything down and make the moment feel worth remembering. We have more videos about the northern part of Italy. You can find videos on this channel about Lake Maggiore, Lake Como, and Lake Garda. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future uploads. I hope you find this video somehow interesting. If you like it, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. If you have any questions related to the places, Don't hesitate to write them down in the comment section under this video. We will try to respond to them as soon as possible. Enjoy these short clips and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you get notified when we post a new video. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.